I'm Erica Jollis, a realtor with Roundtable Realty. And today I want to talk to all those first-time homebuyers out there. In my 12 years of doing real estate, this is probably one of the populations that I love working with the most. There's so much involved in buying a house. So many people think it's just finding a house and that's it. Finding a house, I tell my clients, is the easy part. It's everything that's involved leading up to finding the house, and once you've found the house, that's the tough part. And there's so many acronyms that are thrown around. FHA, WDO, USDA, VA. I mean, as a first-time homebuyer, do you even know what these things mean? Well, I want to help you. I want to go through the different steps of buying a home. I've put together a first-time homebuyer manual that has about 12 steps. The first step is get qualified, which is where a number of these different acronyms that I just used will come into play. Getting qualified or getting your pre-approval means that you need to work with a competent mortgage broker, lender, or bank to figure out how much you really can afford to spend on a home. And it's not just that you can afford a $300,000 house, it's what can you afford monthly. Because trust me, a lot of times you're going to find you can afford much more than you ever thought you could, but when it comes down to it, do you really want to be house poor? I don't think so. You still want to be able to decorate, you still want to be able to travel and go out to dinner, do all of those things that you like to do. So talking to a competent mortgage person is really important so that they are working with you and listening to what your needs are when it comes to your monthly financial output for a home. And figuring out what kind of loan works best for you, which is where the FHA, USDA, VA, or conventional loan comes into play. These are all different types of loan products, and a mortgage person will go over this with you and figure out what works best for you. Also, somebody that is available to you. I'm available to my clients, I'd like to say 24/7, but I do need to sleep. But you want to work with a mortgage person that's also available pretty much 24/7. Once you have figured out how much you qualify for and how much you want to spend, the next thing is figuring out your home search parameters. I tell my buyers, let's start broad at first. Let's start with location, price, and size. Once we start with that, we can slowly narrow things down. Getting into the minutia and the details of wood floors and the kind of countertops, once you try to filter those items into your search, you're going to find that slowly but surely your search has eliminated almost every house. So defining your home search parameters, starting broad, and then slowly as you figure out the location that you want to live in, is the second step in all of this. And remember, location, location, location. So the things that are so important when you're looking for a house is the location of the house and the layout. You can fix all of the pretty stuff, but you can't pick up a house and move it. You're going to be thinking about the house. My job is going to be thinking about tomorrow because you never know what tomorrow brings. So as we're looking for houses and we're looking at houses, I'm going to always be thinking about resale. And I'm going to tell you if I think a house will be an issue later on from a resale standpoint, because you would hate to be stuck in a home that 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now that you need to sell, only to find out that because it backs to a major highway, you can't sell it. And had you thought about that when you bought the house, maybe you wouldn't have bought it. The third step is making the offer. So this is where we sit down, and part of my job is to run comparables. So I run an analysis, figure out what other homes have sold for in that same neighborhood, and together we determine what would make the most sense for our initial offer. From there, we take care of all the paperwork, we do this together, and then at that point, we sort of sit back and wait, and I submit the offer, and then the negotiation, the back and forth starts. I, as a realtor, will negotiate back and forth for you as many times as necessary until you, the buyer, feels comfortable. Remember, this is your house. I don't care if you're spending $100,000 or $1 million. It is a lot of money. You need to feel good about it. You need to feel excited about it. And as I tell all of my buyers, you need to be cautiously optimistic. Never fall in love with a house until you're sitting at the closing table, you've signed off, and the key is in hand. If you want more information about the remaining 7 steps, please give me a call at 904-652-5978 or email me at erica@salesjacks.com. My website is www.sellsjacks.com. I would love to work with you. I would love to educate you. Home buying is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and you need to work with a realtor who's willing to stick in there with you, whether it takes you a year or 3 years until you find that perfect house. I hope to hear from you soon.